Hey there Vault Dwellers, Naked Vault Dweller here, and in this video we're going to cover the latest release of the PTS and some spoilers that's coming our way for the last half of 2021. And real quick, I just want to introduce myself as the Naked Vault Dweller. I'm just a regular guy, does YouTube stuff for Fallout 76. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, give the video a thumbs up. Lastly, if you hit that notification icon, you'll know the next time I release a video. Okay, so a brief rundown of what happened over the last couple of days. First off, Bethesda says they're going to make some modifications to the last quarter for the 2021 roadmap for Fallout 76. Okay, cool, so now we know what to expect. Next, Bethesda released an Inside the Vault that indicated they're going to be opening up the PTS for us to be able to explore around with if you've got the Bethesda.net launcher. A short time after they released the Inside the Vault, they indicated on Discord in the Fallout 76 channel that they're going to be opening up the PTS. I rushed home as quickly as I could from work, and I'm sure this is kind of what it looked like whenever I was rushing home. Plopped down in front of my PC, started kicking off a live stream for all the people that don't have the opportunity to be able to get into the PTS, and this is kind of some of the stuff we've run into. And just as a warning, if you're not into spoilers and don't want to see anything that's coming out for Fallout 76, now would be a great time to stop watching the video, but don't stop watching the video. And just to note, Bethesda's adding a number of things to the game, but they're also making modifications to a lot of the stuff that we're already dealing with on a day-to-day basis, which is kind of cool. And I'm also not going to hit on a lot of that stuff. I'm just going to hit the high points that probably will pique the most interest. Night of the Moth is a new seasonal event that Bethesda's releasing for us on Fallout 76, and that's on the PTS right now. I'm not going to go through that at this very moment. I'll save that to the end of the video because I'm not sure who all would be interested in seeing all the stuff they have for Night of the Moth. It's definitely a really cool event. I really encourage you to watch that portion of the video. I do, however, want to touch on some of the quality of life improvements that Bethesda's bringing along, which is really looking pretty good. Starting with corpse highlighting. If you kill something in the game and it's laying there on the ground, and as long as it's still intact, it's going to have a shimmer of light around that corpse, which is going to make it easier to spot. Now, early on in the playtest server, there are some quirky things that's going on with it right at the moment, and I'm sure that's being addressed in Discord and with Bethesda right now, but at least it seems to be working, and it's probably going to be something that's going to be really, really good once it's released. Also to include, to separate out all the legendaries from the regular mobs that you're going to be dealing with, the legendary mob's corpse will actually be a golden color, so you can spot that one relatively quickly. I can see this feature being exceptionally helpful, especially in daily ops when you get into some of those darker areas and you don't know where some of the bodies are that you had dropped. Another quality of life improvement that Bethesda's bringing to the table is nearby corpse looting, which is something that probably should have been around for a while. I can tell you I'm happier than a tick on a dog's ear to know that they're going to be implementing this into the game. I just wish it had been around sooner. If you make it to an event, or if you go to a place where there's a lot of mobs and you kill everything, you have a lot of mobs' bodies laying around on the ground. What nearby corpse looting will allow you to do is select one particular mob that's within the vicinity, and there's a context menu over to the right here where you'll select R to loot all of the bodies. Now, it doesn't combine all the ammunition, and it doesn't combine all the caps that you see, but it still be a huge time saver. Also, if you look at the top, you can actually scroll through each body up here to decide which ones you want to loot. And like I said, this is going to be instrumental in events such as the Scorchbeast Queen, when you're doing Earl, when you're doing like Rad Rumble. It's just going to be so much easier to be able to loot these bodies and get out of there. You know, give me more time to, eat more peanut butter sandwiches. Another quality of life improvement that's on the PTS right now is Team XP sharing, and that's pretty self-explanatory. If you're on a team, anything that gets killed that's on the team that you're in a proximity, you'll be able to get the XP off of it whether you did damage to the creature or not. Now, I could see this being a cool addition to the game for people such as Bethy Butler or Zed Knott who are slow to kill stuff and rely on me to kill everything. And in the same breath, I can also see people abusing this feature to power level their characters as well. I'm curious if this will stay the same course or if Bethesda will make some modifications to it, but it definitely works, and it works well. Another thing that Bethesda's adding to the game is legendary loot sharing. That was kind of a thing I didn't really understand before I read Inside the Vault, so I was kind of speculating what it could mean. Ultimately, it means that if you're relatively close to a legendary creature that gets killed, even if you don't do any damage to it, you still have rights to be able to loot it. And I can see this being one of those things that people can abuse as well, showing up at the Scorchbeast Queen, not firing one shot, end up being able to collect the legendary off the Scorchbeast Queen. If I see you there, I'm going to shoot you. And sorry for not having any footage of me shooting anybody or not being able to collect any legendary loot off of something I didn't kill. That's kind of like defeating the purpose to me. But apparently that's in the system right now and it's being tested on the playtest. Moving right along to the Pipboy Keyring, which is one of my favorite things because I'm in miscellaneous so much, I really would like to see that trimmed down. And Bethesda's taken the step to be able to do that for us. If you go to your inventory and go to miscellaneous, inside there you'll find a new keyring feature that if you click that, all the keys that you've picked up in Appalachia will be there. Now they didn't make this a new tab at the top. I don't really see a sense in them having to do that, and we probably don't need to access it because kind of whenever we access a door, it's automatically open for us anyway if we've got the key, but we do have it so we can at least carry it around. This way we can truly see what all is in our miscellaneous inventory without having to scroll all the way to the bottom just to notice that we've passed up what we were looking for, like nuclear key cards. Bethesda's also given us the opportunity to customize our Pipboy screen color if we want to change that to virtually any color we want. To do this, you're going to jump over to your map menu, you're going to select menu, you're going to go down to settings, you're going to select display, and then scrolling down here, there's going to be a place where you can change the colors with a slider bar here. And as you can see, with me just fooling around here, I ended up with a pink display just for Z0. Now, of course, I don't use the Pipboy in this way. I actually use the cleaner menu that's kind of transparent, but a lot of people still use this menu, and this is going to be a cool feature for them to be able to play around with. Jumping over to some of the other events that they intend to modify, I like some of the footage, but just kind of give you a heads up on some of the things that are out there that take too long, such as Radiation Rumble or Line in the Sand. They're going to be trimming the time back on the actual time it takes to complete that event. While some of the other events that don't take enough time, they're going to be adding some additional things to those events so that it kind of equals out, so we have a better play experience with those events. And I don't know about you guys, but I generally deal with campfire tales going all the way through that event and then having to lose the event because I didn't keep the fire up and going. They're intending to fix that as well. For those that have stuck around and wanted to see the last portion of this video, which is going to be the new seasonal event, Mothman Equinox, I really feel like you're going to be in for a treat. This is going to be a super new event that we've never experienced before, and I hope that it's something that Bethesda will continue to do throughout the rest of the life of Fallout 76, which is of course adding new and entertaining fun events for everybody. Okay, starting up, this event's going to kick off at Point Pleasant, where the Mothman Museum is located. And this particular time, at this particular event, I actually ran into a number of other YouTube content creators that were really cool. So I just want to give a shout out to you guys. Glad to see you all there. It was really nice to be able to complete this event with you. When the event kicks off, you'll want to prepare for the ritual. You'll have about 8 minutes to do that. You'll want to kill cultist prophets, destroy totems of warding, and collect and deposit albino Ragstad blood into blood troughs. Once you've completed those steps, the sky's going to get dark, and now it's time to defend the ritual pyres. One by one, each ritual pyre will be attacked. Eventually, all of them will be attacked at the same time. Once you've successfully defended the ritual pyres, you'll need to go back to the top of the roof where you met the original cultist that gave you the mission in the first place to perform merriment atop of the Mothman Museum. After that, everybody embraces the Mothman love and pats everybody on the back, and next thing you know, the event is over with. This is definitely going to be a cool new event that's going to be added to the Fallout 6 universe very soon. And of course, this is not all the stuff that Bethesda has in mind to change coming down for the PTS for us to experience in Fallout 76 in the near future. What else does Bethesda have in store for us? Well, we're just gonna have to see. So what's your favorite part of the new stuff that's on the public test server at the moment? Is there anything that you're particularly looking forward to? Leave us a comment down below, give the video a thumbs up, and remember, always fart in elevators, and let everybody appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Becoming a Blood Eagle was one of the best things I ever did. Before we forget, just want to send out a special thanks for all these great people that helped make this video come together. I figured you'd probably say something about me smoking so close to this explosive canister. Don't worry, it's totally...